Hello, Perranporth. Hope you're doing well again. Having a lovely week in the sunshine and staying safe, staying indoors and helping our NHS. I've been walking around Saltash and seeing loads of rainbows everywhere. It's really lovely. Anyway, the story I've got for you today, it's a bit of a silly one. I heard it many years ago and I had to go out and buy it because it was just a little bit silly. It's very well read, it's a bit of a raggedy old book, but it's quite fun. And if you do like it, then it's one that I do recommend having just for fun in your house, really. It's called The Story of the Little Mole Who Knew It Was None of His Business. And this isn't just the pop-up version, this is the plop-up version. What's that on his head, I wonder? So, I'll probably end up blocking my face out here because you've kind of got to see both double pages, but we'll see how we go. So, one day, the little mole... I can't read it upside down, sorry, I'm going to start again. One day, the little mole poked his head out from underground to see whether the sun had already risen. And then it happened. It looked a little like a sausage, and the worst thing was that it landed right on his head. "How mean!" cried the little mole. "Who has done this on my head?" But he was so short-sighted that he couldn't see anyone around. Oh dear. Something on his head. Yuck. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the hare. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this," answered the hare. And rat-a-tat-tat. 14 little round beans shot past the mole's ears. He saved himself with a daring leap. Ooh, not the hare's then. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the horse, who was grazing in the pasture. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this." And flump plump. 5 big fat horsey apples plopped down within a hair's breadth of the mole. He was very impressed. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the pig. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this." And plop, splat. A little soft brown pile fell onto the grass. The mole held his nose. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the cow, who was chewing the cud. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this." And ker-splosh! A big brown-green pancake flopped onto the grass just next to the mole. He was very relieved that it hadn't been the cow that had done something on his head. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the dove, who was flying past. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this," she answered. And splish-plish. There it is. Sorry, I probably blocked the... Sorry, there it is. And splish-plish. It landed in a blob on the ground right next to the little mole. His left leg was splashed with a bit of white. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the goat, who had been dreaming a little. "Me? No, how could I? I do it like this," she replied. And blippity ploppity blippity ploppity plippity ploppity blippity ploppity plop. A pile of toffee-coloured little balls tumbled onto the grass. The little mole almost found them appealing. "Did you do this on my..." he was going to ask again. But only 2 big fat black flies came closer, and they were eating. Yummy. "At last, someone who'll be able to help me," thought the mole. "Who did this on my head?" he asked excitedly. Here they are, rolling their balls of dung around. "Keep nice and still," buzzed the flies. Yes. Yes, says, there was a short pause, and then it is clear to us that it was a dog. Finally, the little mole knew who had done the business on his head. Basil, the butcher's dog. There's Basil, the butcher's dog. Quick as a flash, he climbed onto Basil's kennel. And pling! A tiny black sausage landed right on top of the dog's head. He got his revenge. And look. Satisfied at last, the mole disappeared happily into his hole underground. Bloop. Told you it was a silly one. Bit disgusting, bit fun. Who doesn't need that, hey? So yeah, the story of the little mole who knew it was none of his business, but he needed to find out who'd done their business on his head. And the plop up edition is the one you want. Now I did have permission from Anova Books, Pavilion Children's Publishers, to read that one to you. So hope you enjoyed it. And I'll look forward to hearing off you soon. Please send me some emails. I've had a few and they're lovely and I'm going to put them up on the website. Thank you so much. I'd love to see your little faces and what you've been working on and just some photos. So yeah, see you soon. Take care, Parent Paw. Bye.